Come with me to Vegas for a medical school interview. 10 out of 10 recommend waking up and looking at your goals first thing in the morning. And now I ruin the illusion of effortless beauty. There, mouth guard. I am a terrible teeth grinder at night. I've even woken up people from the clicking sound of my teeth from grinding so bad. So I wear that to protect my teeth and the bonnet to protect my hair. And they help your hair to not look frizzy and to keep that glossy shine. Now for a quick skincare rundown. This is my Epicurious oil cleanser. I only do oil cleansers. I don't use any surfactants on my face. I have super sensitive skin, and this is the only thing that doesn't make me break out. Really simple. I followed up with a moisturizer and then just some tinted SPF. Only using skincare products that protect my skin's barrier has been a game changer. And last, I use a liquid blush that is also an SPF. It's SPF 50, so this is my no makeup look. And this is basically my everyday look. One of my favorite beauty hacks is this heatless curler thing that I sleep in. The only problem is if I put it in my hair while my hair is still too damp, the curls don't really hold their shape. But at least it's giving messy waves. So I'm bringing some pre-portioned, weighed out meals of ground beef and ground chicken, and they're frozen, so they should last me by the time I get there. And surprise, I technically take shots every morning, shots of my vitamins, which I tried and failed to show you guys. We got an early flight, direct flight from Tampa to Vegas. Of course, Liam is coming with me. I don't know who's more codependent, me or him. And Tampa International Airport is hands down my favorite US airport. I mean, just look at the sunrise here. Also, Liam's favorite place in the whole world is the airport because he loves going on trips, and I do get the window seat every single time just for him. Yes, I took a video while I was peeing because the lighting was good. And as soon as you get off your plane, you just see slot machines, gambling, and we landed at noon, but check-in for our hotel wasn't until 4 p.m., so me and Liam Ubered straight to the gym. I warmed up with some steps, and this gave me the opportunity to digest my muffin, scope out the gym a little bit, kind of plan my leg day in my head, and of course, hydrate with my electrolyte packet and my water so I could get some crazy pumps while we're here. This was my hamstring and glute focus leg day. If you want the full workout with form cues, you can click the link in the description. And of course, how to check out the posing room. I finished just in time to get back to my hotel to make it to check-in. I stayed at the Hilton at the Resorts World. I stayed here before in my last trip to Vegas, and I loved it. Also, my favorite DJ is a resident DJ here, and I was hoping he was going to play this weekend, but unfortunately, Easter weekend, he was not. Here's a quick little tour of the room that we'll be staying in. I would say that it is Liam approved based off the little tail wag. Love me a good lighting in the bathroom, and the shower was amazing. A pleasant surprise was that this hotel had a mini dog park right outside. Even though I'm not in prep, I am bulking, and I like to take my bulking seriously, so that's why I brought my pre-packaged chicken and beef. I ended up going to the food court where they had all Asian street food. I got this pho, which was amazing. They give you this scalding hot broth to add to it, which was perfect because it ended up heating up my chicken as well. I put the broth in the bowl. I let it all sit for like 5-ish minutes, and it did cook my pho and heat up my chicken. It ended up being a lot of food, which was great because I did need at least 2 meals before the end of the night. And this is how it all came out. Then I went on a walk for digestion to end my first night in Vegas. Good morning. Full disclosure, I am that annoying friend that you take on vacation and likes to wake up at sunrise. But you know what? I really just like to get the most out of my time while I'm here. Liam definitely hates when we wake up early. He's the sleepiest boy in the world, hence why he just wanted to roll over and stay in bed. I had to hype him up to let him know, hey, we're in Vegas, let's go. And I definitely annoy him more than I annoy anybody else. But here we are on our morning walk. Plus, one of the most underrated ways to improve your mental health, your quality of sleep, and improve your circadian rhythm is get UV from the sun on your face before 10 a.m. and in the evening time when the sun is setting. We ended up walking across the street to the Wynn and the Encore because I stayed at the Encore the very first time I ever visited Vegas, and they have this coffee shop that I was absolutely obsessed with. Here it is. I don't know what it is about their espresso, what they put in it, but I am obsessed. I found out they had an Earth Cafe though, and it did have seating, and I wanted to journal, so we ended up going here instead. I used to study at the Earth Cafe in Santa Monica every now and then when I lived in California, so their coffee is still really good. After we got back from our morning walk with some coffee, breakfast, and journaling, Liam obviously went back to sleep, as you can see in the left, and I ended up going out by the pool. I love the pool at the Resorts World. I ended up bringing my book so I could read by the pool for a little bit. They have this infinity pool that has the best view. I ended up just sitting on the edge of the pool to read my book because it costs like $100 to reserve a day bed plus a spending minimum, which I was not about to do. After I read a little bit of my book and got some sun, I wanted to go to Torture Gym to train upper body, but the Ubers were really expensive due to WrestleMania. So I decided to save some money and just check out the Resort Fitness Center, which definitely exceeded my expectations. I mean, it was huge. It had all these treadmills, 5 Stairmasters, dumbbells, Smith machine, had a barbell squat rack. I just did a quick shoulder pump workout, and then after that I went back to the food court. I mean, look at all this Asian fusion street food. There was tacos, and a boba place right downstairs is dangerous for me. It is my favorite. I ended up just getting the pho again because it was the cleanest option and fit the best with my macros. After I ate, I showered and got cleaned up, had a special gummy, if you know what I mean, because why not while you're in Vegas. Took Liam on a hot girl walk where we just saw the inside of Resorts World. It is so pretty in here. Walked by the Zouk nightclub that is attached to the hotel where I was hoping that Elenium would be since he's a resident DJ there, but unfortunately not. And this was the most beautiful restaurant I've ever eaten at in my life. It's literally impossible to get bored while you're exploring these hotels. Liam, of course, doesn't want to get out of bed. Surprise, surprise there. But I forced him to for our morning hot girl walks as normal. We walked across the street again to the Encore and the Wynn. I just think the inside of this hotel is so beautiful. Went and sat at Earth Cafe again just to get some journaling done and have a pre-workout muffin with Liam. I had a pretty heavy pre-workout meal, which is usually what I do before leg day, really carb dense. So we decided to walk across shopping mall that's here on the Strip. I wanted to explore more of the Strip, walk across the bridge, just basically do a little sightseeing. After about an hour, we went back to Resorts World. I got dressed for the gym and we went to pick up a rental car. I wanted to get a rental car before my interview because I didn't want to have to rely on an Uber. Then me and Liam went straight to Fit Club where, oh my goodness, just the aesthetic in this gym is everything. I mean, it's pink everywhere, blue. The equipment was great. The environment was amazing. People were so friendly here. I think that was my favorite thing about this gym, was just how inviting all the members were. Quite a few people came up and just introduced themselves to me because I was new, and they introduced themselves to Liam. They wished me luck on my interview, told me that they hoped to see me back here to be my home gym. I did kind of a revised gluten quad day based off the machines. Again, if you want to see the entire workout, you can click the link in the description. I'm going to try to link it to the actual video. Driving in Vegas really reminded me of the driving in California with the mountains and the scenery and just the way they have lights before the interstate, which they don't have in Florida. And of course, after completing a leg day on the West Coast, I had to stop by In-N-Out where I got 2 double singles. Honestly, I could have had more. I wish I got triples, but it is what it is. Shared my fries with Liam and called it a night. And finally, it's interview day. I woke up at 5 a.m. so I could get ready because I had to drop off Liam to this girl that I met through a friend of a friend who, oh my God, so nice, volunteered to watch Liam for me while I was at the interview. However, she was kind of 20 minutes in the opposite direction from my hotel, and then the school was 20 minutes away in the other direction from my hotel, so I had to get up extra early just so I could drop him off. And same morning routine, different day. I did not forget my suit this time, which I did for my first interview, and I didn't realize until I was 3 hours into my drive away from home, which was great. I did have a mental breakdown and had to stop on the way and get a new suit, which was not custom tailored to me, and nothing ever fits me right. So that was kind of a disaster, but today we were prepared. After I dropped off Liam, it was about a 40-minute drive to the medical school. I honestly was super impressed by the school, everything outside of the formal interview itself. They really had so many resources for the students and so many unique opportunities. I did research on the school prior to coming, including looking up their curriculum for the first 2 years, and their first year was basically all the subjects that I got A's in for my master's, so that made me feel pretty confident, and their match rates are very impressive. Picked up Liam, and yeah, took off my jacket already because it's 95 degrees here. But I really like getting to learn more about the school, getting to meet faculty and students and everything. I really like all the resources that they have to offer the students. The cadaver lab was really cool. The simulation labs were super cool. The layout of the campus inside, it's so much bigger inside the building than it looks like it is on the outside. They have a full gym on campus with Stairmaster, free weights, all the good stuff. Showers and locker room, so if I had to, I can do some cardio or get a lift in on campus. The dean came and sat down while we were getting lunch just to chit chat. Sat right next to me, telling us stories. It was so cool. It just made it feel very like welcoming and personable. Not gonna lie, the actual formal interview itself, I wasn't so happy with, just because it was only 20 minutes long for everybody, and they were super strict on that. And I mean, like, a guy came around, like, knocked on the door, gave us a 2-minute mark, and to be honest, my interviewer wasn't so personable, and she spent like half the time talking about herself. So I am comparing it to the best interview that I had, where I had 2 interviewers and it was like 30-ish minutes. No one was like rolling around being super strict on time. It felt like a conversation. It felt like they really were impressed by me and wanted to get to know me. So remember, you are interviewing these schools just as much as they are interviewing you. So while yes, your goal is to be a doctor, don't go into it with the mentality of like, oh my God, just like pick me. Like, don't be a pick me even when applying to medical school. You know, you're spending the next 4 years of your life and $250,000, if not more, to go there. So I don't want to judge the whole school by my one interviewer, but I am concerned that since that is the formal part of my application, that it's going to hurt me. I guess we don't really know until that 2 to 4 week mark where they tell me their decision, but we'll see. And for some reason, I thought it would be a great idea to book a red-eye flight that also had a layover. So I dropped off Liam in my suitcase and went straight to teaching.